Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit the ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, welcome to the technical analysis of the Forex market from the ForexPeaceArmy.com. We will continue to track today the currency of Euro Union, but today we will start from the bit larger time frame. We will start from the monthly chart of the euro currency. Well, possibly most of you have seen this picture, especially those who regularly attend our forum where I post the weekly research, the euro currency. But still, maybe some of you didn't see it. Well, this picture will help us to better understand the larger perspective of the euro currency and the possible development situation on the euro in the medium-term period. So let's start from the monthly chart. I just want to say that trends on all time frames are bullish. So on monthly trend, weekly, daily, and so on. Well, currency, you can see that this pretty butterfly cell develops on the euro currency. And the target of this butterfly, the nearest target, 127 expansion from whole retracement from this high to this low, 127 expansion stands around 160.27. It's almost precisely the previous highs. Okay, so this is the long-term possibility, and the current move, you can see that this really acceleration, thrusting move to the upside makes me think that possibly market could reach it if the space of this, if the speed of this leg will remain untouched. Then it could happen possibly somewhere in summer. But of course, as you understand, this could be some retracement, some slowdown of the space. It's not so very important, but currently this pattern looks like become more and more real. Now let's take a look at this pattern. A, B, C bottom. Market hits 618 target, absolutely disrespected, and accelerates to the upside. The 100% expansion target stands at 157.72. Oh, sorry, 52.72. It's right here, just above the previous highs. Okay, so you can imagine what will happen, and the market will hit this target and trigger the stops that have been placed just above the swing high. Okay, but currently this blue line shows the level of overbought monthly chart. This is very significant area. It's 147.44. But you should understand that the overbought on the monthly chart is not just the number, but this is an area. In general, currently market should struggle to move higher, move against this overbought, and this could lead, for example, for the deep retracement to the downside on lower time frames, because market trying to push it high but released and should release some steam of this possible move to the upside. So currently, if you trade the long term, I think that is not a very good idea to enter on the long side right now. It's better to wait for some pullback to the downside to establish the long positions, because how market will behave in this area, who knows. But in general, current situation, daily overbought, monthly overbought, it's not very suitable for entering on the long side of the market. Still, the upside momentum and bullish bias, it's obvious on the market currently, and I think that nearest term on the monthly chart, nearest target on the monthly chart, 152.70, 153 area, just above this swing high. I think that it could be reached, but now the probability of possible retracement to the downside is very significant. So that's why you should be careful and be prepared for the possible solid retracements on the lower time frames, on daily chart, on maybe even on weekly chart. Now let's shift in the current situation on the daily time frame. It's right here. So as you remember, we have discussed yesterday the possible retracement down to this area. This has happened, market accelerates to the upside. Now you can see market has hit 1618 expansion target from this pattern A, B, C. It's right here. Okay, 148.03. Also, if we will build later, you will see it on the 4-hour chart. From this A, B, C pattern, market has hit 127 expansion, 147.50 area that was here, and hit daily overbought. So as on the monthly chart, currently situation from the probability point of view is not very welcome for the entering on the long side of the market, although we can see the strong move to the upside. Better to wait some pullback to the downside. There could be a couple of levels. Possibly market could show some very shallow retracement, 147.16, but taking into account the overbought on the monthly chart, I suggest that possibly market could turn to deeper retracements. Well, although I do not see any signs yet, because just this splash on the market has happened just yesterday. Okay, but possibly it could appear during the nearest day. The next area of support, this conference support, 145.86, 146.24. Okay, and also you can see here the trend remained bullish until that area, until 145 area. Okay, previous highs. So market in general could continue move to the upside. And it should hold this swing to the upside. If it will reverse to the downside and break this recent swing to the upside in the opposite direction, close below this previous highs, so it could turn to the deeper retracement on the daily time frame due to conditions that we've just discussed on the monthly time frame. But currently I do not see any reversal patterns, and possibly market could continue some upside move. Well, the nearest target on the daily and weekly time frame is area around 149, 149.15, somewhere in this area. I do not remember precisely. On the weekly research, there was the weekly chart where some ABC's target stands around 149.50 area. So possibly market could achieve it. But currently, situation is not very welcome to the entering on the long side of the market if you are a trader on long-term charts or, for example, daily time frame. On the 4-hour chart, what we see here, we see that our trading plan yesterday has been achieved, so we thought about the retracement till that area around 146.17, 146.30 was our target of our retracement. So that has happened. The market now accelerates directly to the 147.15 and even exceeded. So from this pattern, by the way, you can see this target ABC, 100% target 149.21. So this is next nearest target on the daily time frame. Well, to continue move to this target, I suppose that market should hold this swing untouched. So it should not erase it, should not close below this low for the our expectation about moving to 149.20 still will be valid. That's why if you intend to trade on the long side of the market, you can use some retracements area, for example this conference support 147.11, 147.16, to possibly enter on the long side of the market with the stops somewhere below this swing low. That is also coincides with the another 4-hour conference support 146.05, 146.24. So if market will show retracement here, you can place stop somewhere below this low, below this conference support. And by the way, you can see that 4-hour chart will remain untouched, remain bullish precisely till that area. So the placing stop somewhere below 146 seems logical, and the target possible 149.20, 149.50 area, somewhere right here. On the hourly chart, you can use this possible retracement if you are a very short-term trader, trade on 5-minute charts, on 30-minute charts. Okay, here you can see the nice thrust to the upside on the hourly chart. So no retracement down, market hasn't penetrated 3x3 moving average yet, so it's nice thrust for the possible bread and butter trade or double repo sale trade. Also, you can see that market has achieved 100% expansion from this recent ABC pattern. Okay, so if market will form here some directional bearish pattern, for example double repo sale, then if you're a short-term trader, you can try to take it with the target around 147.15 area, somewhere right here. Okay, but it also could be the bread and butter. For example, if market break it to this 3x3 moving average, reach the nearest area of support 147.70, okay, then possibly you can use it with the short-term trade by here and close position with 618 resistance from the whole opposite swing to the downside. This is the scalp trade, and possibly it could take. So just what I would like to say about the different possibilities. If you're a long-term trader, better wait and stay aside and wait for some pullback, because market is overbought on the daily and monthly time frame. Also, it has hit some important targets. So although I think that move to the upside should continue, it's not very good from the probability view entry on the long side in the long term. If you are a short-term trader, well, you can wait for some pullback to reestablish position for the target around 149.20, 149.50. Where if you're a scalp trader, you can wait for some possible directional sell signals in this area. You can take it with the target, I suppose, around 147.15. Or if it will be the bread and butter buy trade, you can buy, I suppose, from this area with the target around the 618 resistance from the possible swing from this high to the low, whatever it will be. Okay, so that's why my view on the situation. Be careful, take your risk reasonable. Current situation could be very tricky due to the levels of overbought. Market could show some solid sell-offs in the intraday charts because it should struggle with this overbought area, overbought condition on the monthly and daily time frame. So good luck to you. Take your risk reasonable. I hope this analysis will be useful for you.